Now let's talk about what's been happening in Iraq. Progress in the country continues steadily, with several major developments unfolding even as the exchange rate remains unchanged at 1,300 Iraqi dinars to $1. This week alone, we've seen a series of impactful projects that reflect a broader movement toward growth and modernization. For instance, Iraq has entered advanced discussions on a $17 billion mega-project, signaling both ambition and strategic planning. The government has also approved a major energy contract with Siemens aiming to bolster its national infrastructure. In another important move, Saudi Arabia has announced plans to construct a silica-based industrial complex in Iraq, a step that reflects regional collaboration and diversification beyond oil. A Spanish company is taking on the challenge of cultivating olives in previously unusable desert land, tapping into sustainable agricultural practices. And just recently, a new major hotel opened in Baghdad, symbolizing growing confidence in Iraq's tourism and hospitality sectors. But it doesn't stop there. The energy sector is seeing further revitalization as Jehovah prepares to upgrade the Bosnian power plant, while Iraq is collaborating with ACWA Power on the Najaf solar project, moving the nation closer to renewable energy integration. A Swiss firm is developing a grain silo in Koch, further strengthening Iraq's food security. Meanwhile, with help from the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development, Iraq is opening doors for broader expansion and investment. Several tourist city projects are moving forward, showing efforts to attract both domestic and international visitors. On the ground, the Iraqi Drilling Company has completed 13 new wells, and a Chinese state company is now contracted to build over 11,000 housing units. Investment continues to pour into various sectors. In Muwana, a $1.17 billion commitment has been made toward new cement and chemical production facilities. The construction of Nasiriyah International Airport is progressing, and there's also news that Iraq's stock exchange will soon join the Tobago digital trading platform, a step toward modernization and integration into global markets. Now let's talk about the Iraqi Dinar. Did you know that Iraq's exchange rate has remained completely unchanged for the past 2 years? That's right, 1,300 dinars per $1. The real effective exchange rate, or REER, has been remarkably stable, and this has important implications. The REER measures the value of a country's currency against a basket of other currencies, adjusting for inflation and trade balances. When this number stays stable over time, it can indicate either a very competitive export market or an economy that's stagnant and slow to evolve. So what does this mean for Iraq's future? A stable exchange rate has a major benefit. It reduces uncertainty. For businesses and investors, this kind of predictability is incredibly valuable. It allows for long-term planning, reduces financial risk, and encourages confidence in large-scale investments. In Iraq's case, the announcement of 28 new projects, all transacted in Iraqi dinars, reflects a significant level of trust in the currency. If there were real concerns about the dinar losing value, companies and investors would likely be more hesitant. But that's not what we're seeing. These projects span critical sectors like infrastructure, technology, and agriculture. Schools and hospitals are being built to improve the quality of life for citizens. Technological projects are being introduced to stimulate innovation and create jobs for Iraq's younger population. In agriculture, the focus is on sustainability and food security, a crucial issue in the region. These sectors were chosen strategically to meet immediate public needs and generate long-term benefits. Of course, progress never comes without challenges. Infrastructure projects take time, require coordination, and often face bureaucratic hurdles. Political instability and corruption continue to be real risks. Transparency in how these projects are managed will be key, as will be ensuring that local communities feel engaged and see direct benefits. Public support plays a huge role in whether projects move forward efficiently or stall under pressure. We also need to consider the broader context. Iraq has faced immense economic hardship over the past 2 decades. Moving toward more local currency-based transactions could help the country reduce dependence on foreign currencies like the US dollar. If this trend continues, the dinar could eventually earn broader recognition beyond Iraq's borders, especially if international investors begin to show more interest. A stronger dinar might open the door for more stable trade agreements and improved economic sovereignty. So what does all this mean for everyday Iraqis? With the introduction of new projects, we could see more employment opportunities, improved public services, and a rise in living standards. If these plans are carried out effectively, They may lead to a more vibrant and resilient economy, improved healthcare, better schools, more reliable infrastructure. These are the things that can transform lives and rebuild trust in government and institutions. That said, we must remain realistic. These projects, while promising, are still in early stages. Without good governance and public accountability, there's always the risk that some of this momentum could be lost. That's why continued monitoring, local engagement, and international support are so important. But here's where it gets even more interesting. There are increasing signs that Iraq is preparing to revise its exchange rate policy. Officials have spoken openly about the possibility of moving toward a more effective exchange rate, one that allows freer capital movement and greater flexibility in trade. This could be a game changer. A well-managed exchange rate reform could attract foreign capital, reduce transaction friction, and build stronger international relationships. You might be wondering why Iraq's exchange rate has stayed at 1,300 to 1 for so long. The answer lies in a complex mix of political instability, weak regulatory institutions, and economic uncertainty. But today, the narrative is changing. There's growing momentum for reform, and with that comes hope for a brighter economic future. Imagine what it could mean for Iraqi entrepreneurs, small businesses, and everyday citizens. If the currency becomes more stable and globally viable, the opportunities multiply. From trade deals to investment flows, from job creation to innovation. Iraq has the resources and the talent to become a major hub for energy, agriculture, and technology, and these recent steps may be laying the foundation for that future. But at the core of it all is the people. The energy on the ground is shifting. Young Iraqis are eager to create, to build, to connect with the world. With a stable currency and real economic support, they can pursue those dreams without fear of devaluation or political disruption. That sense of optimism, of creative momentum, is what could ultimately drive Iraq forward. So how does this impact you, as a viewer, investor, or global citizen? This is not just a story about a single country. It's about opportunity. Iraq's transformation could present unique chances for foreign investment, regional partnerships, and even travel and tourism. Now might be the time to start paying closer attention. Let us know what you think. Do you believe Iraq is on the path to meaningful change? What sectors do you find most promising? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this discussion helpful, don't forget to like this video, share it with others, and subscribe for more insights into global economic trends. Iraq's economic story is just beginning, and there's still much to watch. In our next video, we'll explore more of the big developments shaping emerging markets around the world. Stay tuned, and thank you for watching.